All right, we rolling. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to start off giving all glory, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakakodash, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, lands, and Native Americans, spread abroad across the four corners of the earth. Next up, we want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS. Salutations to all the Akims and the few Aquas, the brothers and the few sisters out here pushing this truth. 100% nothing but the truth through all faith, honesty, sincerity. This is the brother Yashar coming in with the camp, Children of the Light. It's Wednesday today, Wednesday afternoon, and about to get right into it, man. Just got home. I did this lesson. As you can see, I actually did this lesson.
Do you need a 100%?
All right, we're gonna watch out for the Edomite devils, the Edomite demons. I did this lesson down here. You can see it's 37 minutes, and you know, I got a new phone, so the audio was muted. So I did a whole lesson. It was muted. Like, all right, it's cool. I'll bounce back tomorrow and do it again. All right, so here we go. The title of this lesson, man, is Being Saved Through Faith from the Troubles to Come. Being saved through faith from the troubles to come. I have a few precepts. Don't really have any articles. Just here to speak and bring out the scriptures, man. Bring out the truth. I'll definitely get right into that. But as you can see, I was watching. It's like you on the the little worldly stuff. You got you watch the music, listen to the music sometimes and shit. But on my way to work every morning, I always listen to brothers. So I had watched the elders video right here. He was he was showing his his recipe, and then the spirit just led me to this video. Neither. As I'm listening to it, this is the brothers in Des Moines, Iowa, GMS Des Moines. And it's the same, it's the same concept of the lesson that I had did, but it was muted, so I'm doing it now. But it's the same thing, go into every battle with faith in the Lord, and that's my title as well, being saved through faith from the troubles to come. So definitely, you want to watch those brothers, you can check it out. Like I said, I was about 7 minutes in, then I had arrived to work, so I'm gonna have to finish it tomorrow. And let's get into it. Let's go to these scriptures. Because we all know everything, the prophecies that's coming up. And we're going to keep saying this. The three major prophecies that's coming up before we are able to be saved and to enter into the kingdom. That's the elect. Those three prophecies are Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, or Salakia. Make sure, verse 7. It's Jacob's trouble. I can just quote it, man. It's 30th chapter, verse 7. The MOTB, all right, Revelation chapter 13. And also the third woe, which is World War III. And I'll quote that scripture real quick. I know it's in Revelations. It's actually around in a few chapters in Revelations. Revelations 8 and 13. That represents World War III. So let's go here to Psalms real quick. Psalms chapter 35, verse 1. We're going to take the 8. It says, a psalm of David, King Masha. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. And our main enemies is Esau nowadays. That don't mean physically. That means mentally and spiritually. All right. I mean, you can put physically in there as well, because they physically, man, they beat us up. Like these work hours, these these strenuous jobs we have to be involved in. Yeah, that's a physical fight. Just a little side joke. I remember I was working at this one job in Fort Worth, and if you was having a hard time doing your job, like picking up the little pallet, rolling it up. It was like, the pallet whoop. He getting beat up again. The pallet whooping him again. Just a little side joke. But yeah, man. So it says, plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. And we're gonna look up that word strive, because we have to have a power to help us overcome our obstacles in life. Because we is just creatures. We is just men and women. We don't possess nothing. We come in without anything. We come in the world alone. We die alone. Okay? We don't have the power to overthrow anything. We don't have the power to to go up to Biden or well, he ain't even president no more. We don't have the power to go up to Trump and Kamala Harris and say, I don't like y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 new people up for the next presidency. We don't have the power to go up to our boss and say, I ain't coming in tomorrow and you gonna pay me and I don't care what you talking about. That's gonna get you fired. You know, we in captivity right now. We don't have no power. So in order for us to be able to strive through these or to endure these times, we have to call on our power, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And remember, every time we got led into captivity is why? Because we lost faith and we stopped taking the guidance given to us by Yahweh the Most High. All right. Our people, Hosea 4:6, my people is destroyed for lack of knowledge. It's another verse. My people is a stiff-necked people. Stiff-necked people, Scottish children. All right. So to strive, make great efforts to achieve or attain something, struggle or fight vigorously. Right. You know. And ultimately Esau is trying to achieve and obtain through his NWO. He trying to obtain everybody's soul. That's that Revelation 13. All right. No man might not buy or save lest he have the mark. Verse 2, take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for my help. Right, because once again, Yahweh Shai is our power, man. And we can't do nothing without him. That's why also in Psalms it tells you, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, which I'll get that precept in a little bit. I hope, I don't want to forget. It says, verse 3, draw out also the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. And I was saying this in the video that I did, same video, but it just didn't have no audio. But what I said was, I'm glad, I'm thankful to hear that, because say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Because man, we deal with a lot of shit in this world, man. Just like Job, he had to deal with when he was in Sodom and Gomorrah. He had to deal with all the abominations, the atrocities, the unlawfulness, the unrighteousness going on. All right. Same thing in this captivity. We gotta. Matter of fact, let me get that precept real quick. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Where'd it go? What the hell? It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And that's talking about the elect. That's talking about the elect then. And you apply that scripture to the day today. That's talking about the elect still today now. Because we get tired of this shit, man. Like my manager literally just said something to me at work that was not what a man should say to another man. And the Northern Kingdom, they joke around and they play, not to get personal or anything, but I'm just using an example. This actually what I just experienced. The Northern Kingdom, my job, they play around and shit and, be touching each other and all that peon shit. Excuse my language. So, they know I don't play like that. I don't ever play like that. And anytime I hear something, I just walk the other way or I look down and do my work. So he said something today and I was like, what? And in my mind, I'm like, Yahweh Shai, I know he didn't just say that to me. And then, cause Yahweh Shai actually, we can talk to him, which I'm actually get that verse. I'm gonna actually get a precept showing you that we, through the spirit, we actually can talk to Yahweh Shai. We can actually talk to Yahweh if you're the elect. And I know you brothers is like, yeah, all you have to do is just call upon his name. We can actually talk to the angels. Like, somebody on the outside looking in, they'll call me weird or they'll be like, what is he talking about? But I know you brothers is watching and listening can attest to it because I always call. I'm like, man, Yahweh Shai, man. Because in my head, I was like, Yahweh Shai, if I was to whoop his ass right now, you wouldn't be mad, would you? He was like, nope. I said, because of what he said, right? He said, yep. And then he said, but can you do it? I said, nope, because I'm at work. He said, all right, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Don't even worry about it. I got him. I said, bet. All right, cool. The water. So that was just that, a little testimony to that Ezekiel 9 and 4. Cause yeah, it's a lot of abominations out here, and we be pissed off at them. All right. Verse 4, let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. See, because Esau, back on Esau, he's seeking after its souls. That's what the whole NWO is about. All right. Not NWA niggas with attitude, because you know Jake, they you mean NWA? No, NWO. Look up, go to Google and type in NWO, and you tell me the 3 words that pop up, and there you go. That's your answer. That's what the world, it seems like it's gonna come to, but the real New World Order is when the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, along with the joint heirs to the throne, the 144,000 elect, that's the New World Order, because that's gonna be forever. Daniel 7:18, the saints shall possess the kingdom forever and ever, even forever and ever. All right. When I seen that scripture a few months ago, that became one of my favorite scriptures. Cause you really can't say favorite. There's so many there's so many great scriptures out there. Verse 4, let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that divides my hurt. Right. When it says let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul, because Esau, see, another precept just popped up in my head. Esau, Yahweh Shai is gonna do this. He's gonna allow Esau to get all the way to where he wants to be, his master plan as far as the NWO. And as soon as it seems like everything is in his hand to go ahead and usher that in, Yahweh Shai is gonna judge this world. Judgment Day. All right. That's when all prophecy will be fulfilled, when Yahweh Shai comes back on this earth. All right. The worldly prophecy, because we still got different prophecies to take place in the kingdom, like Esau being destroyed, like us having thousands of wives, children, mothers, brothers, all that, like it said, Mark 10 and 30. All right. Okay. Receive it 100-fold. But I want to get a precept when it say, let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let me see if I can paraphrase it correctly. Oh yeah, there we go. Their own snare. Yup. So this is Psalms 141 and 10. It says, let the wicked fall into their own nets, while it's that I withal escape. So what that mean? Because I'm gonna start at verse 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, while it's that I withal escape. Because when the NW order and when the New World Order is established, you gonna think, see the lake, we gonna know that's Yahweh Shai is near, very near, is nearer than ever when that happens. But the rest of the world, they gonna think that this is the new thing. This is the new utopian, or this, I forgot which one is the better. I know utopia. I think the utopia is the one that's like, you know, like the nice world, and the dystopia is like the apocalyptic world, I believe. But they gonna think this is what it is. This is the new order. This is the new earth. This is the new way of living in life. And Esau think that as well. But at the same time, he gonna fall into his own trap, his own snare, because when that sky crack, he gonna realize, oh shit, I wasn't as powerful as I thought I was. Wow. It's like it's like you on a football team. It's the championship game. You got 5 seconds left on the clock. Your team losing by 3 points. It's 24-21. And you the running back, you get the ball. It's a running back draw. Everybody thinks it's gonna be passed. They give you the ball. You go 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20. You about to score the touchdown and win the game for your team. And next thing you know, you just look back and somebody tackle you at the 6-yard line. And time expired. And now the other team don't want a championship. And you thinking in your head everything you could have did differently to win, but it's too late. That's how Esau's kingdom is gonna fall. All right. Verse 5. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Right. Because chaff is shit, you know, which means let them be nothing. Let them be counted as nothing. Like you say in the scriptures, these other nations are counted as nothing. And let the angel of the Lord persecute them. I'm sorry. Verse 5. And let the angel of the Lord chase them. What that mean? Because these angels is going to be rounding up, just like the elect as well, and Yahweh Shai. Well, Yahweh Shai really going to be destroying. He going to be rounding up. He going to be destroying. But these angels is going to be rounding up these top elites of the world so they can go into captivity. They're going to be the first flock of our slaves in heaven. Verse 6. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them, right? Because they ain't going to know where to go. They not going to have no future. Your future ain't going to be in America. Your future is going to be in captivity under us. All right? That's what the future of these other nations is going to be. Okay? Not no American dream, not no the future is bright and all that. Nope, none of that. Your future is going to be dark and slippery. Dark because you ain't going to have it ain't going to be no light for you, all right? You're going to be in slavery. And slippery because, of course, this is metaphorically speaking, but slippery because what happens when you slip? You can't control you don't know where to go. You ain't got no guidance. You can't stay on your feet, all right? You need some help. You're unreliable, all right? You can't help yourself. And that's what it's going to be for these other nations in the kingdom. They ain't going to be able to help themselves escape their punishment. Verse 7, for without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Right. Once again, that's their whole agenda, NWO. MOTB, the taking of your mind and your body and your soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself, and to that very destruction let him fall. So I got the precept on that, but at the same time I could have just kept reading because it was gonna say it anyways. The wicked fall into their own trap. To paraphrase it. Verse 9, and my soul shall be joyful in the Lord, it shall rejoice in his salvation. Because that's the end all be all what we striving for, man. Because we don't do this just for no reason. We don't come home, get off of work, put our stuff up real fast and hop right on the YouTube and upload our videos every day or every week. We don't just don't go out onto the highways and byways 100 degrees like it is in Texas right now, or like the Akims, they in Wisconsin and Chicago, which Chicago is called the Windy City, and it ain't for no reason. 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather, 40-degree weather. We don't just go out there to just have fun or to collect donations. Hell, brothers be going through frostbite and you know what I'm saying, and dehydration just to preach his word to Israel and to preach the gospel to Israel and preach the punishment and the destruction to come to the other nations and also to Israel, the 2/3. But we don't do that for no reason. We do that because we know it's a bigger picture. Mark 10 and 30. All right. Now let me see. I actually forgot that precept that I said I was gonna get. It's okay. Yeah, I forgot it, but it's okay. Let's go on to the next book. This is all right, I'll go to Jeremiah chapter 30. We already know what that's about, but I just want to pick out a few scriptures. Let's go down to verse 10. I could read verse 7. You brothers already know what that's about, though. Jacob's trouble is coming. Verse 10 says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, who is Israel, the 12 tribes, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, which is America. And Jacob shall return where? To the promised land, Yasharallah. That's where our headquarters is going to be at. All right. And shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Right. Because in kingdom of heaven, we're going to be good. Ain't no more working. Ain't no more nothing. Ain't no more slaving. Ain't no more coming home tired, waking up early in the morning, 3:50, 3:55. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts just for $500, $600, $700 a week. Ain't no more paycheck to paycheck. Like Lamentations say, you fill your pockets to your holes have your pockets basically got holes in them, just to paraphrase it. Because basically, like, the money that you buy, I mean, me and the elder were just talking about this like 2 months ago. We like, dang, you get paid and then 18 hours later all your money gone. Or you get paid in 3 days, you got $30 left, So ain't gonna be no more of that. We're gonna be back in our power, man, as the righteous men and women under Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It says, verse 11, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations. Right, these other nations gotta go. They gonna be our captives. Whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. Right, because that's the part of the 2/3, the Gentiles that's grafted in. When they get to heaven, through the elect, because they're gonna have to be our children, grow up as our children. You know, children, then teenagers, then adults. You know how the cycle of life go. But that's not being made a full end of. All right. So Nate, because you see it say in verse 10, my servant Jacob, neither be this, saith the Lord, neither be this, which the servant we know is the elect. And when it says neither be dismayed, O Israel, that's the elect as well as the 2/3. And if you jump down back to 11, it says, yet will I not make a full end of thee. So I'll read it. But I will correct thee in measure and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Right. So if you don't make a full end of something, that means you don't fully destroy it. And if you correct something in measure, that means you make it whole. So what is IUIC talking about? The 2/3 going to be destroyed. Because he said, I will not make a full end of thee, Jacob and Israel. I will correct thee in measure. Right. He going to give us your measure according to what you did on this earth. The elect is going to have Mark 10:30 once again, 100-fold of everything. 1,000 wives, 1,000 kids, land, 1,000 everything. All right. Cows, chickens, animals, all that. Animals you ain't never even seen before, because Esau made their ass extinct. We going to have all the back, plus more. All right. And I will correct thee in measure in 2/3. They're not going to have as much as we have, but they going to still have their lot. You could be a 2/3 in heaven. You might have 10 wives. You might have 15 wives. You ain't going to have 600 or 900 or 1,000 like the elect, but you might have 20. You might have 6. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going to have to do nothing for the rest of your life. That's living right there. You're going to have your servants. All right. So let's move on to the next precept. John 15:1-2. And this is the one that I was going to bring out about us being able to speak with Yahushua. Of course, not literally in person. You know, we can't call him on the phone. Man, Yahushua, man, I just went through this, man. What happened, man? Tell me what you want me to do, man. And, you know, okay, look, this is what happened. You know, this is what you need. No, we can't do that yet. He's intangible, meaning we can't physically see him, touch him, or hear him. But that's why we have the spirit of him. That's why he put a spirit in us, his spirit in us. All right, here we go. Verse 1. I am the true vine. This is Yahushua speaking. And my father Yahweh is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. So when it say every branch in me that beareth fruit, that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. Right. Because niggas come into the truth and they don't be fruitful. They don't put in no work. They don't spread the gospel. They don't study. So he go ahead and take them away. He push you away from them. That's the one things that I remember the elder Yahweh Kanan saying when I first came into the truth. I was 18. He said either Yahushua gonna push you away from him, or he gonna pull you closer to him. So you make sure that you do what you need to do for him to pull you close to him. I said, bet. And here we are today. Verse 3. Oh, no. Let's elaborate more on verse 2. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Look at the elders of GMS. You know, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. He started off, of course, you know, like every brother, you know, started off whatever age he was in the truth. 40 years later, how many brothers has he taught? How many brothers have listened to him and came into the truth? How many brothers has he guided through the gospel, right? Because we all have to be subject unto our elders, all right? That's in Peter. Likewise, be subject to your elders with all, damn, what did it say? Let me go to it real quick, because I don't want to misquote it. Subject unto elder, KJV. Oh, Salakis. Yeah, it is Peter. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves to the elder. Yet all of you be subject one to another and be clothed with humility. Right. And that's what happens when you subject to your elders, or that's what happens when you in this truth. The more that you grow, the more brothers that come in under you, the more that you teach. All right. Now, and it's actually a parable on that in Matthew. Yeah. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. Right. So Yahweh, that's why we get that spiritual connection with Yahweh Shah. Because if we abide in his word, he gonna allow his spirit to abide in us, to guide us. That's exactly what the brothers was bringing out. The elder Yahweh Kanan, as well as the brother Yarala Ah, in their lesson. Let me go to it real quick. Just to show you the camp right here. I would say around probably like the 30-minute mark, they was bringing that out. They was talking about how you want to use Yahweh Shai to guide you in these times. You know what I'm saying? And they was using an example of like, you know, Jake, we don't ever like to get pulled over by the police. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Shit, you could be innocent as motherfucker. Police pull you over, you get the nerve, hyperventilating and shit. Like Gucci Man say, police pull me over, I pull my Bentley over, hyperventilating, so nervous, I'm paranoid, I'm not concentrating. You know what I'm saying? And imagine when he was riding with. But they was basically saying how, you know, it's so many things in this world that you can, that could catch up to you or, you know, persecute you, that you just basically have to lean on Yahweh Shai for guidance throughout your walk of life. And that's true. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine. And remember, he called himself the true vine in verse 1. No more can ye except ye abide in me. So what does that mean? We can't do nothing in this world without Yahweh Shai. Like I was saying earlier, we ain't got no power unless we call on our power. All right. Then we the most powerful beings there are on the earth. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. Right. We can't do nothing without Yahweh Shai, man. And if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Another parable for them ICBM missiles burning on Judgment Day. These 2/3 niggas in these other nations. All right. Now, I did have a lot of I ain't gonna say a lot of precepts. Let me just roll through them real quick. You know, for time's sake, I don't want to make it too long. Let me get these precepts real quick, elaborate on them, and I'll close it out. Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahweh Shai. Right. So watch these niggas, man. Watch these different camps with these falsified doctrines. Watch these. Don't be, you know, hearkening all into what other religions talking about. And well, the Christian dude, what he's saying, that's kind of sound correct. He might be breaking the scriptures down wrong. Let me call my elder, and then you call your elder, and you be like, yeah, he said this, that, and your elder be like, nah, bro, don't listen to it. Nah, bro, you can't listen to no Christian, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it even sound good, pause it, call your elder, check back with him, see what's up. All right, but don't be going. Another thing is, you know, we all have a lot of you know, friends and, you know, family members in the world. Just because they don't believe what you saying is true, it don't matter. That's First Corinthians chapter 2. Let me go to that real quick, because they don't have the spiritual eyes to see that. All right. See, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. And just because you say he, don't mean it can't be she as well. So don't listen to what these nigga men and women out here talking about. That's why I say we ought to obey God rather than men. All right. And where to say again in verse 8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. So spoil means to ruin, after the tradition of men, right? We don't follow the tradition of men. We follow the tradition of Yahweh Shai. After the rudiments of the world and not after Yahweh Shai, all right? So don't be in the world, be of Yahweh Shai. Don't be in the world, be in the world, not of the world. But if you're gonna be in the world, be of Yahweh Shai, so you can possess the whole world in the kingdom to come. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 to 18. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. How do you know if you love the world? Simple and plain, if you're spending more time doing worldly things than you are in the truth. That's how you know that you've given too much love for the world. That's how you know it's time to calm down. Which I actually just told myself that. I said, all right, you had your little fun on the weekend. Then I kind of started getting like that eerie feeling, like that kind of like that feeling of basically like, what's that feeling? That empty feeling. You know how your spirit will feel like empty. And I'm like, dang, bro, I'm studying every night. I'm doing my workouts every night. On my way to work, I'm listening to videos. Why I still got the empty feeling? And the spirit was like, well, first of all, stop going to sleep so late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cool to be on YouTube watching little boxing videos, but when it's time to get sleep, it's time to get sleep. You don't want to, you know. So I basically had to like reprove myself. Like, all right, let me go ahead and tighten up, and you know what I'm saying, and so I won't have the empty feeling. All right. And you know, once again, it's all being of, you know, in the world, not of the world. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, Yahweh, but is of the world. Right? Because he don't care about that worldly shit. He care about what his servants is doing because it's now high times to usher in the kingdom. Do away with this old, corrupted, retarded, stupid ass, crazy ass world and go ahead and usher in the righteous kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 17, and the world, which it can say in this world, passeth away, and the lust thereof, right? All the little bitches that you seen in high school that you wanted to be with and fuck with, they gonna get burned. All the cars that you see on the streets, the Sadies and the Benzes and the Audis and the BMWs, Judgment Day, they gonna get fire flamed. All the money, cash money that you see the rappers posting, the 50,000 and I made 80K today. It's a light day. You should see me on my high day and all that. Guess what all that money gonna do? For the love of money, ain't that the Bone Thugs Harmony song? Destroyed, burned. Can't bring it with you to heaven. All right? It's worldly. Yahweh does not care about it. That's why I say, and the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai abideth forever. How do we know forever? Once again, let me get that bad old Daniel scripture. Verse 18, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So can't make this up, man. That's what we striving for, man. It may feel surreal now, but it's gonna happen, man. So with that being said, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rakakodash. Double honor. I already said that part. Say it again, man. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect 144,000. Shalom, brothers. Hope you was edified. Shalom.